Welcome to the 108 Tourney post-game show, round 4. And, of course, right at the top, we got to get into it.
Yeah.
We got to talk about what happened. So, of course, Beef's not with us tonight. He picked a fucking perfect night to not be around.
Yep.
As always.
That's how he is.
But so it's left up to me. But it always is. So there's no big deal there. So what happened? I was watching this matchup closely. George got a shitload of endorsements. There were a massive amount of quote tweets. He took the lead at near the end. There was a big swing. I have to think it was bots, and then there was another gigantic swing in the other way that I have to think is bots. So I am cutting off the competition where that occurred, and I am giving it to George, mainly because he nearly killed himself to get as many votes as he did. And my other idea was to have a runoff tomorrow, but I don't know that either of the guys could survive that. So I think we're just going to put George through. He got screwed on bots last year, so I'm trying to unscrew that situation. But in general, I think our guy Brian Knights will understand. It's unfortunate it went this way, but I think it was accurate to what was happening. So I'm gonna go with George. George gets to go through, and of course Brian Knights is always a champ in my heart.
Yeah, and you keep saying that, because of this, because of that. Well, he was still winning. He won.
Right.
Before that happened, and we can't really tell what happened. I think that getting the 600 votes that quickly from a retweet from Clem, is a little sus. That probably can't happen. If it was 200, 300 votes or something, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
thought the Clem vote would give him some push. I thought the JP Graziano that came after the bots would have given him a push. I think there could have been a great end battle there. Unfortunately, we don't get to have it. So I'm cutting it right where it went to Rye, and that goes in favor of Summer of George.
Yeah, so Summer of George will win the Sunday Soak region and move on to play Monday. All right, we ready? You turn it over to me?
Yeah, of course. Right. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
You got to say it, though. You got to say it.
I was drinking. I was drinking, my friend. I had a lot to say, and I was having a drink. Calm down.
Say it now.
I'm not saying it now.
All right, here we go. Luke, do you want to say it?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to say.
Oh, see?
Take it away, my sock.
Here we go.
Smoke weed every day.
All right. In the first matchup, the last matchup of the Here's the Thing region, we had Allie Whitesock going against Buzz on Tap, and with a whopping 75.5% of the votes,
Jesus.
Allie dong whips Buzz all over the Here's the Thing region. She will move on to go into the finals. Allie Whitesock, congratulations on winning the Here's the Thing region. We'll do this too. We'll do this when everyone wins. All right, moving.
I mean, Allie's
you guys,
OG.
Okay, hey, I'm sorry.
She's gonna come out and be a force, and she was today. I mean, I think Buzz was ready to do some content, and then he looked at the thing. He's like, "Yeah, fuck this. I'm not gonna fuck with this one. There's no reason to go after it." And we'll see what Allie does now in the Elite Eight.
Luke, your thoughts?
Same thing I've said for the last couple rounds. There's a reason why Allie is steamrolling and dong whipping the region. And now she's got a dong whip a regional champion, which we'll talk about later.
Yes.
Yeah.
We sure will.
Because it's
all right.
very appropriate.
Moving on to the Little Friday region. Today we had Missy going against Roxy. And with 56% of the vote, Missy Carroll moves on to the next round, the final 8. Luke, your thoughts?
It was a very bold move, I think, to do a live stream overnight when the polls are not open. But it got enough content out there for people to see it that it was a success. At first I was like, I don't know if that's going to work because nobody's going to be seeing it. Everybody's going to be asleep. And when it's time to roll out the content, people aren't going to see shit. It fucking worked. That was the big push. That was the reason I think why that made a difference.
I was shocked at the approach. I woke up this morning. It was like, I don't know, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. I turned on, and like Missy's like playing beer pong or something, and I'm just like, what is going on? How is this going to help? But it did, and she she won it, and you got to give it to Roxy too. Roxy had content all day long,
very good content.
I would tell you, any of you people that are out there drinking Four Loko, I tip my cap to you, because I don't want to do that. That sounds horrible to me.
Bad. Just sounds bad. And when George cracked open all his stuff today and poured it into cups and said,
"Oh my God,
and that smells like Robitussin," I was like, "No, oh,
that
how are
green
you gonna
one.
Chug that?
That green one was antifreeze.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that movie? What was that? Is it the I Love You Man movie where the guys are going around and they're selling that energy drink and they go to take a piss and it's like
Oh yeah,
brown. It's like, that's just what it's got to be. It's just so weird. It's so gross. All right, we got one more. Then we're gonna pay some bills. We're gonna go to that classic view region, and today we had new bum Dougie Freshness. 2023 weight loss challenge, 108 weight loss challenge winner, facing Pinwheels and Ivy's very own NASCAR Mitch Comiskey, and with 55, yeah.
Remind me, who did Mitch beat last round?
He beat Nigerian Prince.
There we
there
go.
it
Sure,
is.
you're very
Yes.
close. You're very close again.
Getting closer. Shigerian Prince.
Sorry, I just needed one more.
Shigerian. I know you did. I appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, NASCAR Mitch moves on with 55% of the vote. Hell of a showing by Dougie. Hell of a showing by Mitch. And I know Dougie is now out of the country. Like, he's going out to party and he's on vacation. He might not be out of the country. I know he's on vacation at least. So he's going and like,
He's
what
off
better
the
way?
grid.
Yeah, what better way to like end it than just be like, all right, well, fuck, I tried. Okay, peace out. I'm taking off.
Cheers,
So,
Father Zoe.
he is gone. Thanks, Zoe.
So shout out, attaboy.
Thank you, Greg Miller. It was Role Models. That's a hilarious ass movie. Teresa, before we do the final four brackets, can you pay some bills?
Well, do we want to talk about this one first?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, we
wondering
can talk
about
about
that.
that. I'm sorry.
So Mitch won,
I keep
by the
forgetting
way.
this.
And I mean, like, the guy's been bringing great content, and it's different content than what everyone else is doing. So I think it's really having a hold. Love Dougie. It's a good run. But man, Mitch is a force. I want to see what he does moving forward against some of the people that have been in this tournament for a while. Some of the people that have think about it, going against the Summer of George. That's going to be an interesting matchup, or could be an interesting matchup later. Brew and Luke, what do you think, man?
This was one, again, earlier rounds. I really was not paying attention to Mitch because I was, low seed, don't know much about him. He had some
Name
good
spelled wrong.
Yes, name spelled wrong. He just kept bringing it and bringing it and bringing it. And this round, especially, like the last round I tuned in, I'm like, damn, this guy's good, and I got people making fun of me because I was like, yeah, he's a professional. He's got good content, good video, good sound. It's like, yeah, you just described somebody that's just making a video. I'm like, no, this is fucking different. Like, this shit is really, really fucking good. And then this round, he had the opening video of like the Michael Jordan thing where he took it personally and had the highlight reel of us kind of not really mentioning him. And then he later in the day, he had the Liam Hendricks video. Like, goddamn, like he's fucking good. At first, when I was watching this matchup, I was like, oh man, he's getting endorsements. Like, fuck, like Dougie's fucked because of the endorsements. Dougie comes back fires back with equally big named endorsements. And then I look back at it all at the end of the whole matchup. Mitch doesn't need the endorsements. That's how good his videos and his content has been.
He didn't need him. He didn't need him this round. Didn't need him this round. I think
don't
it's
know
going to
who's
get
up.
tougher.
I don't know
think
who's
it's
facing
going to get
next
tougher
round.
as we go. We'll
Don't
get to that in a
remember.
minute, but first we got to get to this.
When looking to buy a home, choosing the right realtor can be a struggle. You need someone with experience, knowledge of the area, and most of all, a strong desire to get the right fit for every customer. As the founder of the RG Group at Dreamtown, Riz brings to the table a wealth of real estate experience coupled with a great knowledge of the Chicagoland area. Riz's business runs the gamut from single-unit investors to high-end luxury buyers and sellers. Still, he holds a special affinity for first-time buyers. Riz loves walking a first-time buyer through every step of the often complex process of becoming a homeowner. Seeing the smile on a new homeowner's face after closing is truly a rewarding end to a long journey. Riz maintains a very loyal client base, and over the last several years, over 95% of his business has come from prior clients and their referrals. He truly appreciates the faith his clients put in him and treats all referrals with the utmost level of service. So if you're looking to buy or sell, please consider Riz Galani with RG Group at Dreamtown and his team of professionals. As a former client, Riz walked us through our first time buying experience and was very patient. With over 18 years experience, he has the contacts to get you the best rates and inspectors you can trust. Riz Galani with the RG Group at Dreamtown. Check out his team at rggroupchicago.com or give him a call at 773-456-6168. Start your home buying journey today with a trusted realtor. Man, when that guitar comes in at the end, it puts it all
Brings
away.
it home. It brings it home. MSS, you know what I want to talk to you about real quick before we get into the next thing?
That I forget to go to you guys every time that we do.
No, that's fine. I'll
under
just
bracket.
interrupt if we need that.
Okay, thanks.
It's just, you and I put very little work into the 108 tourney. It is Beef
Sure.
Loaf's
Yeah.
baby, but it's a Friday night, and he's got a fantasy baseball draft that he's ditching us for.
Yep.
Yet him and the guy he's drafting with are in the fucking comments.
Yeah.
Just join the fucking stream.
Just can't jump in the stream, huh? Fatty? Way to go.
Actually, if he jumped in, I would just mute him.
Yeah.
All right,
we
MSS.
wouldn't even put him in. All right, so we're going to go on to the Whiskey Gotcha region. I promise to let you guys give your piece after I finish it without trying to move on to the next one.
nothing
It'll be
to
really
say,
funny.
too.
It'll be really funny when I forget. So we had Senior Socks going against Steve-O, and with 53% of the vote, Yo Senior is moving forth. He has won the Whiskey Gotcha region. Congratulations, Senior Socks. Luke, your thoughts?
My thoughts are that Senior has more kids than Steve-O has students at his school that he's a teacher at. So that was the wash there. That's how Senior won. Good job, Senior. Congrats on the sex.
Chirizi.
It's amazing that
It's amazing.
when he tried to join our show, we just couldn't even get him on there because of faulty internet. And I'm starting to think maybe faulty internet's in.
Yeah.
Beef's been trying it out. I saw Baloney trying it out today. Like a bunch of these people are trying to go, we love what Johnny does. So why
Yeah.
don't we get internet like Johnny? Get the Telemundo internet. And so I think that's helping. I think that's helping these guys.
I think you're forgetting the originator of the horrible internet connection. It starts and ends with me. They saw how much play I got of. It's been 2 years.
I didn't want to give you shit about it.
It's okay. The 108 tourney last year was the worst showing. I nearly saw a grown man and myself cry because my internet would not work. And then little did I know it was because my wife was watching and streaming shows during our show. But hey, Johnny, thanks,
cheers.
bud.
Oh, Johnny.
Great
Cheers,
suit
bro.
today. Great suit today. He was looking good.
Yeah.
When isn't he looking good though? I mean, to be honest, he's a fine looking gent.
He
Fine
is
looking
handsome
gent.
kid.
So anyway, all right. Congratulations, Senior Socks. Steve-O, great job as always. Still my number one white rapper from Rockford, Illinois. You are definitely the number one guy.
Steve,
I mean,
I'm proud of you, by the way. You had a
we're all
good run.
proud of you.
That
Out
was
of all those
that was
choices,
great.
MSS,
I know.
that's high praise. That's high praise.
There's a lot of white rappers from Rockford, and some of them are in new metal bands, and you know how much I love new metal.
I know.
So, and Steve-O also, I mean, in being serious, I'm also serious about being my favorite white rapper in Rockford. But thank you for donating so much of your time to our little thing here, and you give more than Loaf does, especially tonight.
Cheers, Drew.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Drew.
Drew. Oh, got another one.
And we got one more. We got one more because I'm surprised MSS didn't bring this up. But cheers to you, Senior
Oh,
Socks.
dude.
He says my hog is
Dude.
insured for $49.99.
Oh, nice.
I love that video. That was great.
I mean, I did not expect. I mean, we all expect Evan Stone out of the Senior Socks arsenal. Kieran Lee, I did not expect.
I got to
And-
watch the video still.
And the fact that he's like,
oh my god.
I don't know if he's laying in bed or laying on his couch,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, Senior Socks, I don't know if he sent you an extended cut, but like, he's no pants, right? I mean, there's no
clearly
pants. Okay.
he was probably shooting a scene while he was taking that picture. You know,
Well,
he's just like,
yeah,
hey,
I mean, or
they're just
or
doing
directing
B-roll.
one, or
Yes.
directing one.
they're
What-
doing B-roll of my butthole. So I'm just gonna take a drink, or I'm just gonna shoot this freaking thing and make a cameo, making money while I'm making more money. Cheers,
Cheers,
to
Dougie.
Dougie. Thank you.
Dougie, cheers. The real
Who's
question
on
is
Senior's back?
who's next for Senor? Like you're in the Elite Eight now, Senor. You gotta step it up and like
Gotta bring it.
another one. Like who's next?
Yep.
I mean,
Get one of those kids that ask their friends that's tech savvy to figure out some stuff for you. And then we'll see what happens.
I feel like his next cameo is going to be Garrett Crochet as John Holmes.
Oh.
And then that's going to kick it up a notch.
I get to see it right now. Garrett Crochet going.
Someone just asked if I'm drinking Red Bull. I haven't had a Red Bull in fucking 20 years. This is it's a maple.
Your heart could not handle that.
No, absolutely not.
No. We don't need that.
I can
All
have
right,
10 cups of coffee a day. I can't have one Red Bull. My heart would explode.
All right, we're moving on to the Wave Sucks region, where we had Our Lady, the 108 Den Mom, Mrs. Beefloaf, going up against Matt Crawford. And day was long, and there was a lot of content thrown back and forth. But with 54% of the vote, Mrs. Beefloaf moves on to the Elite Eight. The Elite Eight.
MSS,
Love it.
I got to
Yes.
say it. I got to say this.
Treasy, you tell me.
If it were anyone but you two, Mrs. Beef or Beef, I would have voted for Matt Crawford today. The content was incredible, but I can't go against my family. So,
Can't.
so I was not that Mrs. Beef didn't bring the content. She's been bringing the content,
Right.
But Matt Crawford against any other competitor in this, I would have went maybe Knights and SOG. I would have taken over, but like maybe not even that today. Crawford's had a tremendous tournament.
You had a hell of a run. Hell
But
of
of
a-
course,
hell of a content
Mrs.
run.
Beef, fantastic job.
Yep.
Excited to see you in the Elite Eight.
Luke, your thoughts?
So I think the content was phenomenal by Matt Crawford. It was a great idea, but he buried himself. Like, what are you thinking? Of course you're gonna lose when you don't use your own content. Like you did it to yourself, Matt. It was really, really funny. It was a good idea, but
Well, it's a
like,
good idea when you got to work, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
that was the thing. He did the best with what he had. So I like
yeah.
I like
but
what he did.
the problem was he gave the phone to his wife, and his wife was saying, I don't want him in this fucking tournament anymore. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I'm going to sabotage this shit to make sure he gets fucking eliminated.
But that's the fun. That's the joke.
Yeah. So you're supposed to do it despite that. It's like a bait and switch.
It was
you know?
outstanding. It was great content.
You're supposed to
It's-
bury him. You're supposed to get him in more trouble. You
And
know?
is it
Yes.
was it Smashley's birthday yesterday or this today?
It was,
I think it
yesterday.
was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Okay. Happy belated. All right, so that was the Wave Sox region. Folks, we're down to two regions. White Sox Day region, we had Herb Lawrence, who eliminated Chirizi, and Celeste Spaghetti, who eliminated both me and the other guy that created this tournament that's not here tonight, Beefloaf, whose wife made it further than him. And with 52% of the vote today, Herb Lawrence moves on to the Elite Eight. What you thinking, Luke? What did you like? What didn't you like?
Man, I came on here last night after my internet went out, and I came on and I was like, nobody's beating Celeste. Herb, holy shit. Good job. Like that was the most difficult matchup to vote for today because their content and human beings, both of them are awesome. It's like, well, this is going to be a battle all day. And it proved like you look at the replies and what every single person says, just go back and read the quote tweets and the replies. Every single one is so spot on. Celeste is great. Herb is great. Their content is great. I love both of those people. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Good job, Herb. Like, I know, like, earlier in previous years, you were like having
Sure,
a hard
sir.
time getting out of the first round, and then you won a round, and now you're in the Elite Eight. Like, man, you've earned this shit through the years.
Yep.
I'm going to miss Celeste's content. I'm really gonna miss it a lot because like, it's been fucking phenomenal. But Herb, you earned that shit, man. Good job.
Chorizy E.
And
Thoughts?
cheers-
Well,
cheers
cheers
to
to
you,
Herb.
Herb.
And good job taking all those beer hugs down. Those are not the low alcohol content beers. Those are very high alcohol. And I was like, holy Lord, he's going to have one hell of a headache if he stops drinking. You got to keep drinking through those.
Well, I mean,
Treasy.
Roxy was shotgunning those earlier, so I
Oh
mean,
my
like,
God.
you know, so
Insanity.
I love it. I love the I actually loved his Kill Bill kind of thing that he did about how Celeste had it out of order, and then, you know, eventually the tweets got into Quentin Tarantino loves feet, but that's besides the point. I thought Celeste was really good today too. I thought her trying to beat Yasmani Grandal's time was great. Like, I think
So
just
funny.
incredible tournament by Celeste, and Herbie's a force. Don't, you know, you can't fuck with Herbie. Obviously he's incredible if he beat me. So I'll just throw that out there.
Out of shape and possibly covered in piss. That was
The end of Celeste's video. That was
end of Celeste. That was good. You were correct in pointing that out to me. Last region, folks, and I dubbed it the fuck final, and they brought it. Today was an insane ride of content and just craziness. Great videos, tons of videos, tons of outfits, scene changes, just everything you expect. People that have been creating content, a 14 seed creating content with her husband, the number 1 seed in the bracket, to continue to get to the final. You had Julie Fonseca going against her husband, Baloney, and with 51% of the votes, Baloney moves on. We've all won because we're going to see a fuck film, a live sex tape. So it's not really anyone lost. We've all won. But Treasy, your thoughts.
cheers, Julie. Thank you.
Thank you,
for
Julie.
the
Here's
drink.
Julie.
And good job.
A lot of thoughts on this one. So one,
Okay. I'm settling in.
I love that. I think it was the turkey in the yard video that brought in Matt Lindner. Like, he was like, I don't know what's going on over here in the 108 tourney, but you're a bunch of fun weirdos. And I just love that someone just like it showed up in their feed and they're like, what the fuck is this? I gotta know more. I gotta find out more about this. Then, like, Baloney had a decent lead for a little bit. Then he decided, I'm gonna do Edward 40 Hands, and I'm gonna be on YouTube until I finish. What he poorly planned was that he was on there by himself for a long time. So he was having trouble drinking it because he was talking and, like, he wasn't drinking. And so the one got really warm. He was on YouTube for a while.
He did.
To the point where Johnny showed up in his suit because he thought they were doing a telethon. So, like, and through this, he lost points. So, like, he wasn't on Twitter enough, couldn't use the hands. So, like, he started losing ground. He almost lost because of the great idea of doing Edward 40 Hands. The crazy thing is, could have streamed it to Twitter instead of YouTube. So,
He did
I thought
both.
he did stream it. To
was
Twitter.
it on
did.
Twitter?
Yeah,
think
it
it
was on
was.
Twitter.
Because
too.
I feel like
Yeah.
there's everyone that was watching was on YouTube.
I think they were. I was watching on the Twitter though.
Okay.
And I was trying to get to the YouTube because he's like, oh, these Twitter comments go away so fast because they just pop up and then they disappear. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to the YouTube so you can see my stuff, and it wasn't necessary because he just kept tanking, and I was there, and it was fun. It was an interesting little thing. Luke, what'd you think
So
What'd you like, dislike?
Julie screwed up because she posted a video after the polls closed in her turkey costume at Countryside Hooters. It's like what that should have been like one of the first things that you put out there to sway the vote, because like when I'm looking at the polls beforehand, like the night before, I'm like, oh man, these are gonna be tough. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That was one that I was like, I don't know. Baloney's had my back these last few rounds. And then last night I had a dream, a really fucked up dream.
I had a dream.
And in that dream, I was at a bar drinking, and Baloney was there, and he's like, Brewhand Luke, what's going on? I'm like, oh, Baloney, what are you doing here? He just gave me a big giant ass beer hug, and kissed me on the cheek 3 times, and I was like, well, and then I woke
that kind of dream.
I woke up from the dream, and I was like, I gotta fucking endorse and vote for Baloney. I gotta have all my kids at track practice vote for Baloney, and that's what was
after you change your pajama pants, is what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
PJ
showered.
pants. They call them PJ pants.
Smoke
But,
weed every day.
Luke,
Yeah.
you're not married, so let me explain to you what happened. So Julie posted that picture after the polls closed to let Baloney know that she could have won, but she let him win. That's what happened there. So forever that will be the tale within their home. I'm just guessing.
Talking cheap, motherfucker.
That's kind of how it goes. All right, so we have gone through all of the brackets, and before we preview what's going down on Monday, Chorizo, let's pay one more bill.
You got it, buddy.
Thanks, Pat. Pop quiz time. What's almost as important as the actual game? That's right, you guessed it. It's the pregame. And there's no better place to pregame than 3434 South Hall Street. Your friendly neighborhood Wings and Rings. Located in the heart of Bridgeport, Wings and Rings knows the deal. Get you fed and watered before you go to the game. With a full menu and full bar, Wings and Rings is forever the right call. Looking for a place to watch the tournament? Wings and Rings has you covered. With nearly 425 screens, you'll never miss a moment during the madness. So swing by, call, or order online. Wings and Rings is there for you. 773-579-9464 or online at bwr2go.com. God, that's so good, too.
Great job.
Just the hips. They just get going. All right. So, folks, we're down to the Elite Eight. We have the final 8 matchups coming to you live at 8 a.m., 8 at 8 on March 27th. If it would have been March 28th, it would have been even better. The 8 on the 28th. But no, we couldn't do that. We didn't want to take an extra day out of your life.
We fucked it up again.
So, yeah. So, this Monday, March 27th at 8 a.m., these polls will go live. And here's the lineup. Here's the lineup, folks. We got Herb Lawrence going against NASCAR Mitch. Okay, CHGO versus
matchup.
Pinwheel and Ivy. This is big, Bubby. This is the way it goes. Luke, your thoughts about this matchup?
Man, like 2 rounds ago, I was gonna say Herb's gonna win this, no problem. But Herb, you got to bring it here. Like you got the CHGO backing. NASCAR Mitch has a lot of people in his corner now after these last 3 to 4 rounds. This is going to be a fucking battle down to the wire.
A battle royale.
Yeah, I think Herb's going to win by about 20%.
I disagree.
I think he is too.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. The biggest matchup that Mitch has had to deal with.
Is Mitch Wheaton North too?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Man, is Mitch following in Herbie's footsteps? I wonder.
He's the new Herb.
He's the new Herb. All right.
I wonder if Herb's ever done a cattle report.
I love it.
I'm going to guess not.
Maybe. You never know. You don't know. All right. And also, on that side of the bracket, we have Messy Carroll going against Mrs. Loaf. The battle of the girls. Women. Strong women. Both bracket winners coming out. Chorizo, what's it going to take to get the next one through? What does one of them have to bring to win, to move on to the next round?
Well, it's certainly not going to be staying up all night again. I don't think that
Probably
I don't think that you could do that twice in a tournament. I think it loses its luster after once. So I'm interested to see what each of them bring, because I think it's going to be different. It's going to be totally different from each side. And so I don't know what they need to do to win. If I knew what they needed to do to win, I would have beat the shit out of her, but I did not.
You did
so yeah, I'm just going to be here watching. I'm going to have the popcorn watching.
All right, Luke, what do you think? Your thoughts of this? What are we in for with a Missy versus Mrs. Loaf matchup?
Man, I don't want to say anything one way or the other, because I want to be a part of this 108 tourney selection next year. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That's
my
a
gosh.
weak way out there. I see what you did. We all see what you did.
We did. So, okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to have. I think they just got to keep doing what they're doing. You know, they have decidedly different ways that they go about getting votes. Both seem to be working quite well. That's how you get to these places. You get to the Elite Eight here. And, yeah, I'm not going to say that. If your husband was here, maybe, that's why we're missing out. That's what we're missing out when your husband's not around there, Mrs. Loaf. And anyway, all right, other side of the bracket. We got Summer of George going up against Baloney. Luke, what are we in for here? How crazy is this going to be, bud?
Oh, man. Summer of George versus Baloney?
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, Treasy, what do you think? Luke, get it together.
I
And
feel
then
like-
we'll come back to you.
I feel like I don't know what Monday Summer of George looks like. So it's like we'll see who's going to bring what content, because I mean he can't.
Right.
If he's working that day, he can't drink 24 Locos. So like it'll be interesting to see what his approach is to win this one. But Summer of George is on his way to another championship right now. Like the performance today, he's on his way.
All right, Luke, have you got any thoughts?
I mean, Summer of George really has to get that knife and really start, taking care of
Sword.
business here.
Yeah.
No, it's a knife. It's a
Now
knife.
it's a knife.
Yeah,
it's just a
he's-
giant knife.
He's fucking with me because I called
I know.
him.
I remember when you called.
All right, I didn't know if there was a
And
weed
he-
alert too.
He's got to make sure that certain people that were endorsing him down the home stretch tonight, don't tweet as much and just let the matchup happen, because
This happen.
it's going to be a good one. I think Baloney's going to bring it, and
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think
There's
he's
no
done.
doubt Poloni's going to bring it. So like it's going to be what does Summer of George do? So we'll
Yes.
see. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it also. And Drew, I'm telling you, when he had a match on a Saturday 2 years ago, that was when I was
Insane.
very worried about.
Yeah, I
him
thought he was
not-
going to
not
stab himself with that
coming
sword.
He was not coming back,
Oh.
and he came back and he did it again this year. So
He's out at a
probably
concert
gonna
right
be-
now, which
Yeah,
is
he's like, I had to go, and then it's just like, oh my god, he's in the back
was-
of an Uber.
he was
This
driving.
guy-
He was driving. He was not driving the car.
He's
he
not
was
driving.
in the car.
No.
he was riding in the car.
Yes.
He looked like Henry Hill in the back seat going to prison.
Oh yeah, yep.
you know what? I want
Yes.
I want Summer of George to win, and but I don't want him to die. Which one do you choose? Summer of George winning or Summer of
There's
George dying?
There's a sweet spot in the middle. We've seen it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
So-
he's fine.
Yeah.
He's not gonna die. He won't die. He won't die for this. He'll die for other things, but not for this. He won't die for this. Like Four Loko won't kill you unless it was the original Four Loko. Then you just
Yeah.
jump out a window because you're so high, goofed up on caffeine and booze, and unwilling to pass out because there's so much caffeine. Ow, the last matchup, and it's probably one of the
Shit,
most
there's one
interest-
more.
Yeah, just one more. Just the craziest group of two people they're alike but different. Their bases are alike but different. It's just going to be interesting. I'm going to see how they can do this. We got Senior Sox going up against Allie White Sox. Now, Treasy, what do you think?
Now with Celeste getting knocked out, Allie has the biggest hog now.
Yeah.
So And that is kind of who Senior Socks usually goes to get endorsements. So it's a real conundrum here. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I think if Senior Socks doesn't get a huge endorsement, I mean like a huge endorsement, I think Allie runs away with this one.
Allie is in the comments. She said senior, and then she said, "It's over for you, ho." And then he replied, "I'm so fucked." And then, not to be outdone, Missy Carroll says, "LOL, Allie." That was good. Good job. The LOL. You should have done it.
Missy being
LM.
awake is a good job right now.
Well, she's getting paid, so you better be awake. God damn it! These fucking kids thinking they can take naps and get paid. I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay, so we can't take that route because, and I wish Polish with Extra Onions was in the comments right now because me and him had a job. We worked at
could
the
take
same
naps?
place. We used to sleep all the fucking time. Like, I mean, like there was a storage room, and we used to work in this bank, and there was like a storage room, and I would, if I was hungover, I would just go down there for like 4 hours just to sleep.
Wait, who doesn't fucking take naps or sleep on the job? If you've never done that,
Hey.
you're fucking lying.
Luke, your students watch this. Don't
Yeah,
give away
hold
too
on.
much stuff.
They know
Take it
that
easy.
they know.
Yeah, well, you're sleeping
you
in class,
napping?
so yeah.
I can't tell you. That's a classified location, but they
So
know.
you put those glasses on that have like your eyeballs painted on them, like the ones you're wearing tonight.
Like Homer
I can't-
Simpson.
I can't talk about it any further, but they definitely know. They definitely know.
Well,
So,
good stuff. So that remember, Tom, there are no matches tomorrow or Sunday.
Take the weekend off.
Take the
Get
weekend
drunk,
off.
Enjoy.
Think of your new ideas, your schemes, what you're going to bring on Monday. All participants and everyone that has participated, thank you very much. The 108 appreciates you. We appreciate your content. We appreciate your dedication to the tournament. As long as you did something. If you didn't do something, fuck you. You won't be in next year. We don't like you.
I'm sure
but
they're
yeah.
watching if they didn't do anything.
Of course. Thank you, Greg Miller, you goose fucker. Good job. I love it. Monday, March 27th, 8 a.m. We will start back up, and we will obviously have another post-game wrap-up on Monday at 8 p.m. Or 8:15 p.m. So please tune in for that. And, hey, that's it. For me, Chirizi, and Brewhand Luke, we'll see you on the flip side. Holmes.